The 2012 Moto Guzzi Stelvio 1200 NTX ABS. What if we told you that you could get a pretty slick sports bike for an affordable price? The Moto Guzzi Stelvio 1200 NTX ABS is an eye-catching machine and will turn more heads than most other bikes of its ilk. And the best part? You could score this wonder bike for just £11,878, which is about $19,000 based on current exchange rates. Pretty sweet, right? The NTX is the greatest version of the Stelvio, and has all the great technical features of the basic version mixed in with some exceptional new features, including the sturdy armor that comprises the oil sump guard, engine guard, cylinder guard, full cover hand guards, and the extra-large windshield. Moreover, it also has extra wind deflectors to protect the rider and his bike against the hidden dangers throughout his trip. The top fairing and the half fairing of the bike come with integrated turn indicators, features that add even more dynamic elements to the bike. The Stelvio 1200 NTX also comes with spacious aluminum panniers and additional halogen lights, creating ample space for long-haul travels. As for the engine, the Stelvio 1200 NTX comes packed with a V-shaped 90° transverse twin-cylinder engine that produces a peak output of 105 horsepower and 83 pounds-per-foot of torque at just 5,800 revolutions per minute. Meanwhile, the frame on this 2012 Moto Guzzi Stelvio 1200 NTX ABS comes with a twin spar design that's made of high-strength steel and decorated with 2.5 mm thick directional tubes that anchor the engine through 6 connecting points, giving the bike even more strength and rigidity than the standard lot. Find out more about the Moto Guzzi Stelvio 1200 NTX ABS after the jump. Moto Guzzi Stelvio 1200 NTX ABS. Named after the famous Alpine pass that connects Valtellin Valley to Vinschgau Valley with 84 amazing S-bends between them, the Stelvio 1200 NTX brings together Guzzi character with state-of-the-art performance and design. The Stelvio has reached a new level thanks to the technical and functional upgrades on the new Stelvio 1200 NTX. It all starts with design. The Guzzi design team has streamlined the Stelvio by rounding off the fuel tank and integrating it with the lightweight half fairing. The new half fairing improves wind protection and flows seamlessly into the twin headlight assembly. The latter feature is a distinctive element of the Stelvio design, and the only detail inherited from the previous version. The front fairing, windscreen and the half fairing with integrated turn signals are all brand new elements that together, give the front end of the Stelvio 8 volts a cutting-edge look. It has an original design, but it is above all more functional and versatile, qualities that are of the utmost importance in the adventure touring segment. The styling compared to the previous version, more efficient aerodynamic protection, thanks to the new top fairing and practically twice-fold range capacity thanks to the outstanding new fuel tank with a 32-liter record capacity. The heart that beats inside this touring bike is the renowned V-shaped 90° transverse twin-cylinder, 4-valve engine, the highest performer among all the families of engines manufactured at Mandello del Lario, which has now reached exclusive levels as far as its technical performance development is concerned. This latest version can boast the careful attention paid to achieve a more silent and smooth running of the engine, whilst tweaking the electronic control, timing system and cooling system. The brand new integrated ignition and injection ECU now exploits the signals sent by the 2 lambda probes to guarantee adequate feeding throughout the entire combustion cycle, improving response to the throttle control, low to mid-range power delivery further to consumptions and emissions. The ECU also includes the ATC system to prevent sliding. This system controls ignition advance and injection to cut torque delivery whenever a sudden loss of grip is detected so as to help the rider to remain in control under extreme, unexpected conditions. The system can be deactivated, just like ABS. The engine now boasts a maximum torque of over 83 foot-pounds delivered at a mere 5,800 revolutions per minute and easily reaches a peak horsepower of 105 HP at 7,250 revolutions per minute. Comfort. These characteristics emerge immediately once you are seated on the bike, where the perception of carefully designed ergonomics can be felt straight away. Saddle, footrests and handlebar form a perfect triangle for all users. Moreover, for the perfectionists, there is still room for minor adjustments: windshield, saddle height 32 or 33 inches, handlebar inclination, levers, pedals, as well as race-style adjusters for hydraulic compression, rebound damping. In a few seconds, everything is at the right place to face any challenge, from city traffic to the most inaccessible off-road paths. In motion, reduced vibration and the efficient aerodynamic protection offered by the new top fairing and windshield and original side wind deflectors ensure riding comfort for rider and passenger as well, ideal to tackle long trips. The NTX features more protection for the motor and the rider alike. Aluminum crash bars protect the oil sump, engine, and cylinder heads. While hand guards and the extra-large windshield with additional wind deflectors offer more protection and comfort for the rider. A bike dedicated to long-haul travelers naturally needs luggage space, hence the spacious aluminum panniers and additional halogen lights. Major improvements are also found in the controls, with a new dashboard including a 12 volts power outlet, a new fuse box compartment, dashboard and instrument panel with new RPM indicator graphics and a dash display with 6-mark fuel indicator that integrates with onboard computer functions such as average and current consumption, average speed, trip time, maximum speed peak reached and diagnostics. The display also lets you control hand grip heating and activate the ATC system, traction control system, fitted as standard on both models. Chassis, suspension and brakes. The Stelvio 1200 NTX tackles a twisty mountain pass or a gravel-strewn fire road with equal aplomb. The secret is the new upper twin spar frame, made of high-strength steel, with 2.5 mm thick directional tubes, where the engine is anchored through 6 connecting points, 2 more than in usual frames, which give high rigidity to the assembly. Chassis positions have been defined to facilitate handling, a headstock with a 27 degrees inclination for a 125 mm trail, improved by a 60.4-inch, 1,535 mm wheelbase which guarantees impeccable handling. The fully adjustable 45 mm USD Marzocchi fork with 170 mm of travel ensures an instant, smooth response. At the rear, a rebound and preload adjustable Sachs monoshock supports 155 mm of travel. The refinement of the suspension guarantees a neutral setting at all times. When accelerating out of a corner, and the action of the 105 horsepower generated by the new Quattrovalvole engine is requested, or when braking, under the quick deceleration generated by the 3-disc Brembo braking system supported by the selectable Continental ABS, fitted as standard on NTX. The Stelvio NTX sports 320 mm double-disc front brakes with a new holder flange, while retaining a 282 mm brake disc at the rear. The wheels boast a cutting-edge designed set of light alloy rims with a 150/70-17 rear tire. Tubeless spoked wheels, patented Alpina STS system, come standard on the NTX. Engine and transmission. The Stelvio 1200 NTX boasts the latest evolution of the Quattrovalvole engine, introduced in 2006 and universally acknowledged as the most advanced version of the V-shaped 90° transverse twin-cylinder. This highly sophisticated mechanical gem, which is unique in terms of both architecture and engineering clarity, is built using advanced componentry and technical solutions. The 1200cc 90° V-twin boasts the following advances: raised cam profile single camshaft timing system driven by silent Morse-type chains with hydraulic chain tensioners, forged pistons with 3 rings cooled by oil jets in the crankcase, ultra-light valves in special alloy steel with 5 mm stems, conical valve springs that eliminate resonance and power loss at high engine speeds. Lubrication and cooling are ensured by 2 coaxial pumps that circulate lubricant through a separate duct in the head up to the exhaust valve seats, where the highest temperatures develop. The cylinders feature an extremely modern design, with the cooling fins tapered toward the front of the cylinders, while the valve covers, which proudly flaunt the Quattrovalvole moniker, feature a floating mounting system to reduce mechanical noise. As far as the fuel system goes, the Quattrovalvole engine premieres the new Marelli IWP 189 injectors located on the intake ducts of the sizable 50 mm throttle bodies, whereas the brand new integrated ignition and injection ECU now exploits the signals sent by the 2 lambda probes to guarantee adequate fuel metering throughout the entire combustion cycle, improving response to the throttle control, mid-range power delivery further to consumptions and emissions. In terms of electronic components, the new Stelvio 1200 NTX debuts the ATC system, traction control system, providing the rider with confidence in poor riding conditions. The Gearbox is a genuine 6-speed mechanical gem that excels for quietness, an easily selectable neutral position and precision, thanks also to the quiet and smooth single-plate clutch. Main characteristics. Design. New headlight fairing, new 8.5-gallon, 32-liter fuel tank, new windshield, new saddle lining. Engine. 1290 degrees V-shaped twin-cylinder, 4-valve, single overhead camshaft timing system with decreased valve control, noise level 2 lambda probes, new profile camshaft, single-plate clutch, new exhaust system, transmission with compact reactive cardan shaft drive, 6-gear gearbox, Euro 3. Chassis. High tensile steel upper dual beam frame. 45 mm USD fork, adjustable spring preloading and hydraulics fitted with a new set of progressive action springs, shock absorber with adjustable preload and rebound fitted with a new, stiffer spring rear suspension with progressive articulation, single arm 4 horizontally opposed piston front brake system with new 320 mm discs, deactivatable ABS rear 282 disc brake, floating caliper with 2 parallel pistons. Deactivatable ABS rear tire, 150 70ths-17 front tire, 110 90ths-19. NTX standard equipment. ABS ATC traction control, black satin finish, aluminum sidebags, cylinder guard, long range lights, aluminum sump guard, hand guards, tubeless spoked wheels, Alpina STS system, extra large windshield with side wind deflector specifications. Engine. Transmission. Chassis. Electrical system. Dimensions. Quotes. Bikes, an appetite for adventure. The Moto Guzzi Stelvio NTX represents Italian style, engineering excellence and riding pleasure, and is perfect for riders with an appetite for adventure. Ultimate motorcycle. The 2012 Moto Guzzi Stelvio 1200 NTX has gained more performance, now pushing 105 horsepower, and a more streamlined profile. Total motorcycle. The NTX is the more adventurous version of the Stelvio, and now has all the technical features of the base version, plus some exceptional new fixtures, i.e. the sturdy armor that embraces it and comprises the oil sump guard, engine guard, cylinder guard, full cover hand guards and extra large windshield with additional wind deflectors to protect the rider and his bike against the hidden dangers throughout his trip.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.